What's going on, everybody? Welcome to CS5 Gaming. And before you ask, yes, I'm wearing a headset because the little clip on the mic that goes onto the shirt actually broke. So I hope it's not too big of a distraction. So this is going to be part 2 to my Q&A video. There is still a whole bunch of questions that I need to answer. So part 3 is probably going to come next week. So without further ado, let's get to the questions. Okay, the first question. Have you ever done a triple double dab 420 MLG backflip with a side of mayonnaise and tacos no scope on Friday the 13th? What kind of question is that? Okay, for probably one of the best questions that have ever been asked, you get the Batman mask. How about that? To answer that question, all of that sounds extremely insane, so chances are no, I have not done any of that. Am I willing to try? I'm going to have to go with no. So, yeah, sorry about that. I'm going to have to go with no on that one. Okay, the next question here. Love the big man behind you. He's talking about you right there. Question is, why is your channel turned into Friday the 13th? That's actually a very good question. So I used to do Battlefield videos, Call of Duty videos, things of that nature. I never ever got that much traction on that. It was just, there was so much competition out there. You know, my videos just kind of just disappeared into the wasteland. So when I went to Friday the 13th, well, number one, I absolutely love the franchise and I love the series. And I think it actually showed because when I started making the videos, I started making content for my channel that was relevant to Friday the 13th, there was passion behind it, and you could totally tell that I was all about Friday the 13th. It's something I like talking about. I was a lot more engaging with the comments from the subscribers, because it was something that we all shared together. Now, not saying that I couldn't do that with Battlefield or even Call of Duty. It's just, you know, the horror genre, and especially Friday the 13th, it's a whole different realm. It's a whole different, you know, category. It's a whole different group of people. And it seemed to, like, we just all clicked and we all meshed. And I loved making the content. I loved playing the game. I loved making masks. I loved wearing the masks. And I love everything about Friday the 13th. Not saying that I don't like, you know, other games, because I'm currently playing Far Cry 5 right now, and that is going to be, you know, a pretty big part of the channel. I'm having too much fun playing it right now. I should be making videos on it, but I'm playing the crap out of it. So once I, you know, get my little fill, I'll start making videos on Far Cry 5. But Friday the 13th is going to be here. If not in, you know, video game form, it's going to be here in masks. It's going to be here in topics and discussion. So hopefully that answered the question. Okay, the next question. Who's your favorite Jason? Okay, if I had to pick a favorite Jason for the video game, it would be Savini. I mean, I love the way he looks. I love his backstory. He's just an all-around, just a super cool Jason. And it actually is my favorite Jason to play. I also do like playing other Jasons. Yeah, I love playing Part 8. I also like playing, you know, Part 4. I've been playing, you know, Part 5 Roy a lot. So Savini would be my Jason of choice for the video game. Now, as far as the movies are concerned, I love Part 4. I love, you know, the final chapter, Jason. Super awesome. It's just like an angry dude just kicking butt. Now, as far as my favorite Jason, you know, as far as visually, it would be Part 7 from the movies. Part 7 Jason from the movie is just super creepy. You could totally tell that, you know, it's just, he's waterlogged, he's zombified. He is a force to be reckoned with. Part 7 is not my favorite movie from the series, but as far as look is concerned, that would be my favorite Jason to look at. Part 7, so my favorite Jason from the movies is Part 4, and favorite Jason from the video games is Savini. Okay, favorite Jason mask, either one that I've made or from the movies, etc. That's actually a really good question. Okay, as far as favorite mask that I've ever made, it would have to be the God of War mask. I absolutely love this. I love its simplicity. I love its beauty, and I love the way it wears and feels. As far as favorite mask, say from the video game, I think it would be Savini. Savini is just a very cool looking mask. I really like it. Favorite mask from the movies, I would also have to say Part 4. I love the way that mask is. And the good thing about that particular mask, which is very similar to say like the Freddy vs. Jason mask, As you can literally see the, several different stages of damage that the mask endures, from wakes up in the hospital till when he gets to the farm, till, when he's in the house and he has the fight with Trish, all the way to the very end when he gets his mask knocked off by the machete. So I absolutely do love the Part 4 mask, and it is my favorite. Okay, next question. Who is your favorite counselor or character from the movies or the game? Let me think about that for a second. Okay, if I was going to pick a favorite character or counselor from either the game or the movies, it's got to be Tommy Jarvis. I mean, that's going to be at the very top of the list. He's just an awesome dude. When he was a little kid battling Jason, he straight up shaved his head and was like, 1v1 me, Jason, what's up? And, Trish came in, hacked him up a little bit. Tommy went in there and just started wailing him. That was so awesome. I mean, yeah, that's got to do like some mental damage to you and stuff. But, okay, in the new beginning, Tommy was a total legit badass, okay? He kind of wussed out at the end, though, like when he was face-to-face with Jason. And he was all like, oh, I'm not afraid of you and stuff. And then, like, Jason straight up beat his ass. So I'm just like, dude, Tommy, what's up, bro? Like, you was hardcore, and then now you ain't hardcore? But then Part 6, he like totally redeemed himself. Okay, yeah, he brought Jason back to life. Shame on you, bro. But he came back and he killed Jason. So it'd have to be Tommy Jarvis. Now, if I was going to pick somebody other than Tommy Jarvis, Tina. Tina was just amazing. I would love to see her in the video game as like a hero character. They call and then Tina comes in, or maybe even a game mode with just Tina or something. Yeah, Part 7 was a little campy, a little corny, using telekinesis and stuff, but dude, like, she would be the only one that could legitimately go toe-to-toe with Jason and probably just totally destroy his ass. Just by using her mind. So, Tina definitely would be my choice from the movies. Okay, next question here. What are you looking forward to in Friday the 13th, the game, and what would you like to see added? Okay, what I'm actually looking forward to is we only got a few more Jasons that we can actually get, so, all of the Jasons that we can get would be awesome. The main thing that I'm actually looking forward to, if they decide to add it, and this is something that I would like them to add, all of the maps from each one of the movies would be just super excellent. I mean, yeah, we got Grendel coming. Okay, that's going to be super awesome. But I also want to see, Part 7. Get Part 7 up there. Get, either the boat or Manhattan. Get that in there. Now, I know there's, money and copyrights and whatever, but that type of stuff is I really look forward to. I mean, yeah, they can tweak the game a little bit, but more Jasons, counselors, whatever. If they can add more counselors, that's awesome, but I only play 3 counselors anyways. But more maps, more ways to kill Jason would be cool, and different ways to escape. I think that would be just super awesome. It would bring just a whole bunch of life to the game again. They got single player challenges coming up, which I think is going to be a really, really good addition. I want to get my hands on that so bad. I think that's going to be super awesome. But yeah, more maps, the rest of the Jasons if they can get them, and new ways to kill Jason and new ways to escape would be just perfect. Okay, now the last question that's going to be on this Q&A video is, which Jason is the most scariest for you? Okay, as far as the scariest Jasons, I'm going to have to go back when I was a kid. So Part 4, the final chapter, was by far the absolute scariest Jason I've ever seen. Because it was the very first Friday the 13th movie I watched. It totally freaked me out. It also got me addicted, but it freaked me out so bad. Whenever I think of Jason, I immediately go right to Part 4. I don't think of Freddy vs. Jason. I don't think of, Jason X. I don't think of, Part 8. I go right to Part 4, and that's the image in my mind. As far as if I had to choose, another one, it would be Part 2, the Sackhead Jason. That ain't right. That is not right. That is some hillbilly, hills have eyes stuff, and that is just super freaky. I mean, a mask is one thing, but like a bag over your head with one eye hole, dude, that is just the creepiest thing ever. So Part 4 would be the scariest, and then coming up real close second would be Part 2 Jason. Okay, so now just remember, if I did not answer your question in this particular video, don't worry. I'm going to make another Q&A video probably next week, and hopefully we can get through all the rest of them. I still got, I think, like 30 or 40 more questions. So some of them are a lot of repeats, but and there's actually quite a few questions that I might actually dedicate an entire video to because they're so, I won't say complex, but they deserve an entire explanation. So yes, this was actually pretty fun. I like wearing the masks for you guys. I'm trying to mix it up. I still got like 6 or more masks I want to wear for you guys, in the next Q&A video. So, okay, thank you so much for stopping by. This is CS5 signing out, and I hope to see you in the next video.